See that stuff right there? It's supposed to be amazing. Nick brought this home from the bodybuilding.com store and said, babe, you know all those bikini chicks that diet and then they say they can't poop? Said, supposedly, this is supposed to be really good stuff. Let's look at the directions though. Okay. See that? You're supposed to start out with a half a teaspoon. Gradually, you increase to 2 teaspoons. Okay? Not Nick. I watched him. He used that. And he poured a great big heaping spoonful in his hot water. Babe.
What?
You okay?
I don't feel so good.
What's wrong?
What the hell? What do you think what's wrong? I'm dying.
You've been in there a long time.
Well, I'm thinking really hard. What are you doing out there?
Nothing.
Do you want to come in here?
No. Nope.
Hey guys, what's going on? It's Nick and Kate with Fit Reality. For those of you that wanted to see a leg workout, congratulations, here it is. So I have Kate here to add any comments for the ladies. This is a leg workout that I did peak week of this week for the Idaho Muscle Classic. And I have biceps at the end of the video that, or after the video, that I didn't include. So typically I do legs thrown in with a couple sets of biceps. But Kate is here eating her breakfast.
First of all, what are you doing? Are you in the CrossFit area? You're not allowed in there.
Totally in the CrossFit area.
That's ridiculous. Yeah, I'm eating my breakfast and he's making me do this, and I'm probably missing Golden Girls right now because I like to sit and watch TV and drink my coffee and eat my breakfast and relax.
I'm an idiot. And Kate, by the way, just in case you guys are interested, is eating egg whites. What the heck is that?
Egg whites with mushrooms and oat bran and coffee with almonds.
Yeah, I like coffee, mate, but hey, whatever. So Kate's here, missing Golden Girls, helping me with this, and sacrifices must be made because this is Fit Reality, right, Kate?
Always recording me when I'm texting my girlfriend. Every time. Have you noticed this?
That's all you do, a-hole.
I work out.
She works out too. So what you guys are seeing here is a warm-up. The reason I included this in here because I try to do the same thing every time I squat, the same thing every time I bench, same thing every time I deadlift. So it's kind of a routine. So I start with the bar, 6 to 10 reps, just depending on how I'm feeling, and then I add 25s on each side. Then I add 45s on each side. You can see I'm racking it here. Here's a little bit of a different angle. I added a 25 on each side, so right now it's just 185. I think I do about 4 reps here. But what you guys might notice is I'm pausing at the bottom and I'm trying to go ass to grass on these warm-ups just so I can kind of help myself with mobility. And that's kind of it for the warm-up. And every time that I start the squat, I again try to mimic the same routine where I'll unrack it, I'll step back just 2 steps, and I'll take 3 breaths, and then I hit my sets. So right here is the last warm-up of 225 pounds. Right here, I think my working sets were somewhere 275, excuse me. And I think this week From what I remember, I think I'm trying to hit 8 to 11 reps. And one thing that's different with the way I like to do my programming is the first set I try to make the heaviest. So I will write down my first set, and wherever I fail, I think right here I got 12 reps. So if I write that down, I'll put a little exclamation point in my log, and next time I do squats, I will increase it by 2.5s on each side. So for all intents and purposes, I hit my goal today, and then I would increase it very small next time I work out. So I'd hit 280 and see how many reps I get with that, and then keep moving forward. And so sometimes I will hit that goal, and sometimes I'll just fail in between 8 to 11 reps. So right here's my second working set. And for those of you that don't like monotony, you can probably watch another video or fast forward. But
I would fast forward.
yeah, probably. But some of you guys might comment on my depth, maybe my form. I'm always interested in hearing that. Squat.
Or that padonkadonk butt.
You guys Myron?
I am.
Yeah, buddy. So Kate, is there anything different that you would recommend for the ladies for these, or kind of the same?
No, I would say the same. Lift hard, go heavy. Don't pull any I'm a bikini girl crap, because that's crap. If you want to if you want to do well and you want to get far in it, you better have some muscle.
Yep.
You got to have legs. You got to have shoulders.
Well, so I remember, I think it's good for everybody listening to know that you started incorporating a lot more squats just like I did, and it's helped, wouldn't you say, significantly for the booty, everything else, especially if it doesn't matter, guys, if you're doing physique for ladies, bikini or figure. In my opinion, and Kate can correct me if I'm wrong, but it should be all the same. Use heavy weight, use compound lifts, and go hard. What do you say?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, for me, especially if you're a natural athlete, I think as far as looking at figure and bikini and how you work out, my opinion is that whether or not you're figure or bikini depends on your genetics and where you land. If you're a natural athlete, it's just going to depend on your body type and what looks better and what you have fun with and what you want to do as well, because a lot of figure girls cross over to bikini and a lot of bikini girls end up going figure, so you can kind of go either way with those depending on your look. But yeah, you got to lift heavy and you got to go hard.
So these hip thrusters, guys, I have to say I'm a huge fan of. I've been incorporating them for the past couple months, and it has significantly helped my squat. And for those of you that don't know too, I mean, I've kind of changed my form in the squats and tried to really, really work on that in this off season. So I took down the weight, took my ego and threw that out, and tried to go back to the basics. And by doing that, I threw in hip thrusters, and I've slowly added more weight and got to this point where I'm at. I mean, guys, feel free to comment, form, etc. I'm always interested in that. But this is a movement that I'm really glad that I threw in. You always get the stares and people at the gym, and so I'm kind of thankful today I was able to work out in this CrossFit area, so there's not as many people, because this is a funny movement.
Yeah, especially us girls when we're doing it. One thing that I would say that I do for this one is I don't try to go as heavy as I can on this one. I focus more on the mind muscle connection and my form, and when I reach the top of that movement, I hold it. I pause and squeeze the glutes and hold it for a second, and it definitely makes it a lot harder and makes it where you can't lift as heavy if you're pausing.
Yeah, and that's, if you guys noticed too on those hip thrusters, I know we're on leg press now, but I was trying to pause at the top for just a little bit, and I, like Kate says,
I'm just saying I hold it significantly longer, like 1,000, 2,000. I think that's just because in bikini your butt really matters.
So you hold it for 2 seconds?
Yeah, I get to the top and I sit there and I hold it. It's hard. It's really hard.
That's a good idea, Kate.
Yeah, sometimes I have those.
You have them all the time. This is the time where I compliment you. So you guys, we do get along.
Sometimes.
So right here, moving on with that said, so here's a couple sets of leg press. Oh, and just so you guys know, on squats this week I did 5 sets. I didn't need to film them all. And hip thrusters, I think I did 4 sets of 8 to 11 as well. And then on these leg presses, I think I'm around hitting 12 to 15, something like that. But these are just the assistance movements. I try to do the bread and butter movements from what I feel, at least like in this workout, was squats and hip thrusters first. That's when your energy is the highest, and that's when you can cause the most damage in a positive way. And I think leg press here, I did 5 sets of these. I don't know if I filmed them all. I don't think I did. But this is a pretty straightforward movement, guys. Kate, you throw leg presses in quite a bit, don't you?
Yeah, especially that machine right there. I do that a lot. The only thing I do different is I put my feet up higher, so I'm hitting my glutes more.
Yep. And if you guys can't see it, I'm trying to smash my heels into the bottom there. I'm never lift them up, even though it looks like they're being lifted up. I'm not. I'm putting most of the weight on the heel of my foot to drive it as I push the sled up. But yeah, I do typically I squat twice a week. I feel squats are very important. They'll carry over to many other lifts. I know a lot of people will agree with that, especially as a natural athlete. It's something that will help release your natural growth hormones, which is always beneficial. And it just, like I said, carries over to a lot of other lifts. And Kate, we'll film videos in the future. We'll do glute workouts and leg workouts.
Pause. Was that a warm-up, that first set?
No, Kate, it was a working set.
Okay, well, the way you were throwing that weight around, I'm thinking you could go heavier. Look at that. Just throwing it up there, and then you hop off. You didn't even struggle on the last one.
Here she is talking shiznit on my lifts. So, one thing I have too that is interesting on these leg extensions, I think I'm pronouncing it right, hypervatum. When your leg naturally comes up a little bit higher, just according to your anatomy. So I try to remember that. In some of these sets, you'll see me not bringing the weight as high. It kind of looks awkward on those leg extensions. So I try to just go to parallel. I don't need to bring it as high, and I've noticed that's helped with my development. My buddy was working out with me one time, and he's like, "You bring it up a lot higher than I do." So for those of you that were wondering on that, and feel free to, again, comment on any form or things that you guys can see that we can improve on. We're always looking to get better, and we're never going to be the type of people that say, "Yeah, we know everything," because we definitely don't. But we're
you need to lift heavier on those too. That's what I'm thinking. You're just like, it looks like you're like la-di-da, swinging my legs.
You effer. Well, anyways, guys, that is the leg workout. Hope that you enjoyed it, and please comment, subscribe, and like the video. We'll see you guys on the next one.